Hey, Dorcas, how's it going? Alright. So I think today we might actually end up finishing the box of Calamity root. I don't think there's that much left. I think that's probably all we're going to do today. I'll just wait until tomorrow to actually start doing Slasher. Alright. Since we have free time, gather some materials.
Move out!
I returned to my room and got into bed. I had a lot to think about. I let the thoughts come and go as they would, and eventually slipped off into a deep, dreamless sleep.
Get ready, prepare to be ready to give your...
Now that I think about it, Hiroko told me to get some rest, but she didn't say for how long. How do I know when enough is enough? It's safe for me to join the investigation now? Guess assuming a ghost or a curse is behind this isn't all that helpful. You can't just explain away all mysteries that the ghost did it. If we're going to dig a little deeper, it'll mean looking for another explanation. I shouldn't talk to Hiroko until I could say with conviction that ghosts don't exist. Probably not today then. No, not today. I resigned myself to just wandering around the school again like I did yesterday.
Move out!
I paced around my room for a little while before surrendering to the inevitable and going to bed. As usual, different thoughts and ideas drifted in and out of my head, but I eventually got to sleep.
Get ready, prepare, be ready to give...
Huh? Ema, I brought you some breakfast. I can't let you out of there, but I don't want you starving either. You should eat a little of something at least. Why does it have to be like this?
Huh?
What is it? You, me, the others. Why are we still alive? What's the point of a world that no longer has my dear sister in it? What's the point of going on? My dear sister is gone, so why am I still here? Eat. Keep your strength up. That was all I could trust myself to say. I left Ema alone with his thoughts. Why does it have to be like this? How am I supposed to know? Why did we survive while Moko and the others died? This is no good. I knew I'd only get more depressed if I thought about that stuff for too long. I decided to wander around the school for a while. Anything to keep myself busy and distracted. That's pretty hopeless.
Move out!
I got back to my room where my bed was waiting for me as always. I collapsed onto it and allowed the mists of sleep to claim me.
Get ready, prepare, be ready to give.
Hello, Takumi. On your way to the cafeteria?
Yeah, I'll give you some breakfast.
Hey, do you mind if I ask you something? It's been bothering me lately. Is Kako really dead?
Where's this coming from?
I've got nothing to back this up, but isn't it possible that she just went missing and she's still out there somewhere? These last few days, I haven't been able to get that idea out of my head.
Kako, still alive. She up and disappeared one morning. We haven't heard anything from her since. Up until now, I just assumed that was part of the curse. But it does seem strange. With all the other murders, they left the bodies behind. If she is, then all we can do is hope she'll find her way back soon.
I suppose so.
After eating breakfast, I went back to my room. I guess let's do whatever today. Yet again.
Move out!
My eyelids were feeling awfully heavy by the time I got back to my room. I saw no reason to resist the pull of sleep and went straight to bed.
Get ready, prepare, be ready to give.
Hello, Takumi. On your way to the cafeteria?
Yeah, I could use some breakfast. Wait, didn't we have the same conversation yesterday?
I suppose we did. By the way, do you mind if I ask you something? It's been bothering me lately. Do you really believe in ghosts?
Another abrupt question, huh? This is different from yesterday's. Well, do you believe in them, Kurata?
Me? No, absolutely not.
You sound pretty sure yourself.
I know that speck of dust you call a brain can only hold so much information at once, so allow me to remind you of something. The Osazuki clan's wealth is mostly built on weapons manufacture. We make things that kill people. And doing that, we've continued to thrive, generation after generation, right up to today. If ghosts and grudges really did exist, they would have wiped out our family line long ago.
I see.
People don't become ghosts when they die. They become statistics. Just neat, tidy numbers to be counted and categorized as needed.
That kind of sounds like a cruel way to think about it.
Not at all. Thinking about people after they're gone only brings you pain. But numbers? They're nice, clean, and easy to deal with. Takumi, when I die, make sure you treat me as just another statistic too. As no Suzuki, I've always known that's how it'll end. I've made my peace with it.
After eating breakfast, I went back to my room. Guess I'll just do whatever today.
Move out! You never will then.
I better get some sleep. Mumbling to myself, I crawled into bed. I found myself thinking about what Kurata had said that morning. When people die, they become statistics. Just then. What am I doing here? And Why are you here too?
Takumi, you didn't really mean that, did you?
Kako? Didn't mean what?
All we can do is hope she'll find her way back soon. That's what you said. But that was a lie, wasn't it? You do think I'm dead. If I wasn't, there's no way I'd be appearing like this, is there?
What are you talking about?
Or do you just not want to admit it? That there's one more death on your hands? Another person to add to the list of those who've died because of you. Is that what you're afraid of?
No, I didn't. I mean, it wasn't.
Don't lie to me!
Stop running from the truth. You did this! All of it! It's your fault! It's all your fault!
Stop it, Kako! Please! It hurts!
You did this to me! You did this to me!
Takumi, get a hold of yourself, Takumi. This voice.
Takumi, stop
Oh.
it! What are you doing?
Can't breathe! She's choking me!
Snap out of it! There's no one here! Nobody's attacking you! Those are your own hands around your neck! You're choking yourself!
Oh.
What? But...
What was I doing?
Tuh.
That's what I'd like to know. I saw you staggering around, so I followed you. Then I found you like this. It was Kako. The ghost. Calm down. There's no such thing as ghosts. You're just letting your feelings of guilt lead you down a path of self-destruction. No, that's not it. I really was attacked by the ghost. Just look at this. She had her hands around my neck just a moment ago. How else can you explain these marks? I heard about an experiment that was held a long time ago. They started by showing the subject a red-hot metal rod. Then, while they weren't looking, they switched it with a normal room temperature rod painted red. When they put that rod on the subject's skin, it left behind welts as if it really had been burned. What's that got to do with what's happening here? Those marks on your neck are the same. You created them yourself.
Tuh.
If you believe something is real, scars can show up even when there's no actual physical stimulus. It's a well-established phenomenon. But... Just listen, Takumi. Forget about those marks for a moment. Try to recognize the fact that you're not thinking clearly. Take a minute to calm yourself down and breathe.
Tuh.
If those marks are psychosomatic like I think they are, they'll disappear once you calm down and give them a little time. They will? Maybe you're right. There's been a lot going on lately and I'm supposed to be the leader here and... Well... I know. Go back to your room and get some sleep. Or I can make us some herbal tea and we can just sit quietly for a while. Thanks. I'll go to bed. I want to rest up for tomorrow. You know, I'm still surprised at how nice you can be sometimes, Hiroko. Well, I've been through some things myself. Good night, Takumi. Yeah, see you in the morning. Oh. Oh boy. Well.
Ima.
We found him like this morning. He must have been attacked during the night.
And the Revive-O-Matic?
It won't work. He's been dead for too long. I'm sorry.
Damn it. How the hell did this happen?
Do you even have to ask? It's the curse again, duh!
No, it can't be. It's gotta be the invaders or something.
You guys are crazy. Look at the lock. It's not broken. The cage was still locked when this happened. Who could do that apart from a ghost?
This cage isn't the one with the tunnel underneath it either. So, maybe.
We left the courtyard and made our way to the classroom on the second floor to try to discuss things further.
Alright everyone, let's take this slow. I know you think it was a ghost that did this, Kaku, but that's not the only possible explanation. The culprit could have just opened the cage and locked it again when they left. But why would they go to the trouble of doing that?
If we're asking why, how about we start with why they killed Ima? I knew someone was out to get us, but I never expected them to go after him. Damn it, I got sloppy. Why didn't you think they would attack Ima? Whoever's behind this probably wants to kill all of us one by one. But thinking about it logically, Ima should have been their lowest priority. Oh. Ima was locked up in the cage when he was killed. The culprit could have killed him at any time. There was no need for them to do it last night specifically. If only I'd paid more attention on my patrols.
You've been patrolling, Takemaru?
Well, yeah. Whoever's responsible for all this is still on the loose, you know?
It takes some real courage. Especially when it might be a ghost we're dealing with.
Ghosts. I'll pound them just the same once I get a hold of them.
If you'd asked, I could have helped you with that. I guess a festering bedbug like me would only slow you down, though. Don't worry, Shama. There's no way he would have let you help anyway. Huh? Why not? Whoever's responsible for this. Those were your words, were they not?
It's unlikely at this point that the invaders are behind these murders. Which means it's either a ghost or one of us. You mean Takemaru wouldn't work with someone he thought could be the murderer?
Not just Takemaru. You're all thinking the same thing, aren't you? What? Hey, are we suspecting each other now? It's a curse. It's Eva's grudge or whatever. Pinning down the real culprit is turning out to be a lot harder than we thought. We need to stay on our guard so we don't become victims as well. Especially if the enemy is already among us. You've got a point, but putting it that way doesn't sit right with me. What good is any of that gonna do against a ghost? What's important right now is to have a pure, pious heart. I see. Good luck fighting off a murderer with that pious heart of yours. If you don't take this seriously, the curse is gonna get you next. You better start saying your prayers. I wonder when Ima was killed exactly. He was still alive when I brought him his dinner.
Sometime during the night, then. That's all we can say for sure.
That's enough. Everyone shut up. Somebody just died. We might not have known him very long, but he was our friend. Shouldn't we allow ourselves to grieve before we start pointing fingers at each other?
That's kind of different from what you were saying the other day, Kurata.
Or are you all that used to people dying that it doesn't even faze you anymore?
I get what you're saying, but...
Fine, do what you want then. Kurata, where are you going? To my room. I need some time to process this and actually feel emotions for a while. I'm clearly not going to be able to do that here. There she goes. Should we go after her? I mean, the culprit is still out there somewhere. Considering the rest of us are all here, she's probably safer on her own. What about the curse? Doesn't exist. And even if it does, would it make any difference whether someone was alone or in a group? So, what do we do now? There's only one thing we can do. I doubt we'll find anything, but we still have to search the courtyard for clues. We should also look around for any signs that anyone has infiltrated the school.
Too little too late if you ask me. Gotta start figuring out some preventative measures, or it's just gonna be one murder after another.
That's what I've been saying all along. We gotta cleanse our hearts and pray. I wish stopping all this was that easy.
We returned to the courtyard and looked around, but we didn't find anything to tell us what happened. Then we dug a grave for Ima next to the others. Time passed and the sun went down. Soon enough, it was full-on dark and everyone went back to their rooms. I did the same and took a moment to think about the last thing Ima said to me. You, me, the others? Why are we still alive? If I'd given him a real answer to that question, would things have turned out differently? Could I have prevented Kako from getting mixed up in these incidents in the first place? Could I have stopped all of this? Where did I go wrong?
Takumi.
I opened my eyes to find Hiroko standing over me. Hey, couldn't you have at least knocked?
I have something I need to tell you, but it's a long story, and a complicated one. Could you clear your schedule for tomorrow and listen to it then?
Sure.
Thank you. Good night.
With that, Hiroko was gone and I drifted off to sleep.
Get prepared. Be ready to give
Morning. Hiroko said she wanted to talk to me about something today. Wonder what that'll be about. But then something interrupted my thoughts. Yep. The alarm! I better get over to the war room. It's possible. When I arrived, I took a quick look around to check that everyone was here. Everybody ready? Defensive battle initiate!
Looks like we made it through okay.
That just leaves the commander.
Keep up the good work, everyone.
And is it Zenta? I forget who the commander for this one is. Oh yeah, it is Zenta. Oh.
Here I come!
Yeah, that was lag from the game. Strange how both this and the Killing Gamer just don't even use Zenta's ability.
I am Zenta, the paragon of harmony. Even if my flesh is destroyed here, my soul shall live on eternally, and it will destroy you all.
Your soul will live on. So you really do have the power to curse people?
Curse? Yes, of course. My curse will be upon you. There is no escape. You will all perish.
Those final words, something strange happened to Zenta's body. Oh yeah, she explodes. It splintered all over and burst into tiny pieces, disappearing in a plume of smoke. I forgot she blew herself up. That night, we all met in the cafeteria for dinner. Vashnas didn't show up this time. That's something. Probably because Zenta self-destructed. There was no cryptoglobin for her to absorb after that. More importantly, you guys heard what Zenta said, right? You mean right at the end? Don't pretend like you didn't hear that. My curse will be upon you. You'll all perish. Probably just acting sore on account of losing. You can't keep running from the truth forever. Or have you forgotten what happened after Eva cursed us? I understand what you're trying to say, but what do you expect us to do about it? The others were all killed when they were on their own. Obviously, we all gotta stay in a single group from now on. We stick together so we can be ready for the next time the ghost attacks. That's the only way we can survive this.
I'm impressed. You said something that's not complete drivel for once. What are you talking about? I'm the only one here who ever has any good ideas. Having to put up with my company even more than usual probably won't be good for anyone's mental health.
Yeah, those are the only ones. Yeah, like I said, they only used that ability twice. Once during the first run, like the very first 100 days, and then when Ato defected. And that was it. Now she just shows up as amorphous ball. I don't know about this, but if you're all on board with it.
Oh.
Absolutely not. Huh? Don't get me wrong. You can all stay in a group if you want, just so long as that group doesn't include me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Try to read the room here. The conversation was totally moving toward everyone agreeing. I know, but I don't want to. You're being so selfish here. I'm not gonna let you get away with that. Oh? And what are you going to do about it, Gaku? Me? Well, I decline your offer. I'm going back to my room alone.
Oh.
Unless you think you can do anything to make me change my mind. That is...
Hey!
Yo, back off, Hiroko. You got no right to throw your weight around like this.
Yeah, you tell her, Takimaru. And what are you going to do about it? I know you don't hit girls.
Yeah, you got me there.
Oh, come on, man. You can try to force me to stay, but I wouldn't recommend it. Now, if you'll excuse me. Hiroko strolled confidently toward the door, but right as she was almost there, she stopped. Then she turned to me. We'll talk tomorrow, Takumi. I want you fresh and well rested to hear what I have to tell you. It was obvious none of us could sway Hiroko from her decision, and there wasn't much point in all but one of us staying in a group, so we went back to our rooms like usual. Yeah, I'm kind of curious too, but... Hey, Aaron. If we don't have that much time today, I'll go back and do that. Because I feel like we don't have that much left to do on this route. But, yeah, we'll see. Hey, Hiroko. Why'd you call me all the way out here?
Oh.
You want to hear what I have to say, don't you? Yeah, but couldn't we have talked in the cafeteria or something? Everyone's already on edge. It's probably better that we stay inside the school. It's too late for us to stick together in one big group and watch each other's backs at this point. You don't know that for sure. We haven't even tried it yet.
Oh.
I know what I'm talking about. If that were really an effective countermeasure, why didn't you suggest it before now? Well, don't bother. I know the reason why. It's because you're still afraid of this ridiculous curse. Somewhere in the back of your head, you believe that sticking together won't make any difference in the long run.
Hey!
Why didn't you suggest it then? Everyone knows you don't believe in the curse, so if it was your plan, they might actually have gone along with it.
That will become clear once you hear my story. Now, where should I begin? I suppose with Ima's death. What do you think killed him, Takumi?
What killed him? Sorry, but I'm still leaning toward the curse. None of it makes sense otherwise.
Think about it. There are other explanations for his cage still being locked besides ghosts.
Like, suicide? Ima's hardly been in a stable mental state lately. He's been getting worse and worse ever since Kako disappeared. So it all got too much for him and he decided to end it all?
No, he'd have needed a weapon. And even if he had one, could he have stabbed himself that many times? You're letting your fear cloud your judgment. You shouldn't need me to spell this out for you. But I thought the same thing at first. When I saw Ima's body, my first thought was suicide, even though it made no logical sense. Takumi, Kako is still alive. At least, she is in this timeline.
Excuse me? This timeline?
I'm the one who made her disappear.
Then the night she went missing, that really was you I saw.
Yes, that's right.
And the weird shadow I saw after that. The what? Hold on, I don't know what you're talking about now. Then that one wasn't you? Whatever it was, no. It wasn't me. Let's put that aside for the moment. It's got nothing to do with me, so it'll only confuse matters. Back to my original point. I'm the one who made Kako disappear. You? You're the reason Emo was driven crazy worrying about his sister? Yes. I won't make excuses. It's true. Why would you do that? I thought we were friends!
Oh.
I had my reasons. I'll explain everything. I'll start with the most important thing, which may also be the hardest for you to believe. I'm a time traveler. Although, if we want to get technical, it's more like a time loop than a time leap. Oh, so you're a time traveler too, huh? Loop? Leap? You mean, you're like me? You can think of it that way if you want. I've lived through our time here several times before. But I don't retain all my memories from the previous loops. I just get fragments of it sometimes. Flashes of things that have happened without any real context. I've experienced a timeline a lot like this one before. Up until day 23 when Nozomi was attacked. In that one, you tried to tackle the attacker and got knocked out. You were in a coma right up until day 100. During that time, I had to fight on my own. And right at the end, I finally found out who was behind it all. I found out who that person with the scythe who attacked Nozomi was. It was... Kako. It was the weirdest thing. It was the weirdest thing. When I heard that, I wasn't surprised at all. It was almost like I knew that was where this was going. I even saw the whole thing in my head as vivid and clear as if I'd been there. I thought you'd been acting strange lately, but I guess this explains it. You actually believe me? Are you sure you don't want to think about it some more? When that person with the scythe attacked, you brought me an infuser. Even at the time, I thought it was weird that you were that prepared. Okay. I don't think many people would hear a scream and immediately go for their weapons. It all just lined up too perfectly. But if you already knew it was going to happen, it makes a lot more sense. It was a little careless of me, but it was that or let you end up in a coma again. And that's also why you were against everyone staying in one big group.
Oh.
Yes, we tried it before in other loops. The results varied, but it never did any good. Everyone ended up dead all the same. I didn't want to see that happen again. Those are the facts. Kako is the murderer. That's why I got rid of her. You didn't kill her though, right? Even if she'd killed people in other timelines, this version of her hadn't done anything yet. I'm not the kind of person who could kill someone just because they grew up to be a murderer. So instead I tried to take her out of the equation another way. But I'll tell you more about that later. Why later? It will be easier if I show you some evidence to go with that part of the story. For now, just focus on those two facts. Kako is alive, and I'm the one who made her leave. Do you understand what I'm saying? Kako isn't dead, and what happened to her wasn't your responsibility. All of that is my fault and mine alone. Try to take that in, and stop looking so gloomy all the time. Wait, did you tell me all this just to make me feel better? I'm not sure if I completely believe all this yet, but I definitely believe that you're a lot nicer than we give you credit for. Don't get the wrong idea. I couldn't stand to see our team leader not doing his job. That's all. Anyway, we're done for today. If you don't get your brain in gear after this, I might just have to whack it like an old TV to get it working again. Can I ask you one last thing? What is it? If you've been through all this before, then you know, right? You know what made Kako suddenly start attacking people with a scythe of all things? I think it was probably because she opened that box we found at the shrine. With that last remark, Hiroko walked away. The box. That's where it all led back to. What in the world was that thing? Maybe. I mean, I'm guessing.
Troops, time. Get ready. Prepare. Be ready to give your...
I got up, had breakfast, and went back to my room. I was still thinking over what Hiroko had told me. She claimed to have experienced all this before in another timeline or time loop. Under normal circumstances, it was the kind of story no one would believe. But I had no reason to doubt her. After all, I was a time traveler myself with 100 days worth of memories from another timeline. And if she were trying to deceive me, she'd probably have come up with a more credible story. I'm more worried about how the box fits into all this. There's someone else I need to talk to, too. Hello? What's up? Oh, I just came to see how your research is going. Not great, unfortunately. I found plenty of interesting books, though. All about the invaders' history. It seems that they've sealed away a lot of things. Sealed away? I'm still a little hazy on the details, but I'll let you know once I know more. I spent the rest of the day in the library. I did what I could to help the ghost boy with his research. We still didn't find anything useful about the box, though.
Get ready. Prepare. Be ready to give...
Morning again. You talked to me in Kako's voice before, but Kako's not dead. That means you really are just a hallucination. But even if Kako's still alive, that doesn't change what happened to the others. It'd only be natural for them to resent me for getting them killed. I've got to do what I can for those of us that are still here. Maybe I'll go hang out with someone or something. Alright, first floor. Yeah, only 7 people left now.
Move out.
Time passed and day turned into night. I headed back to my room and got into bed. Before long, I'd fallen into a deep sleep. Yeah, lucky number 7. Maybe it was the fatigue from the past few days catching up with me, but I couldn't bring myself to do much that day. I just hung out in my room, spacing out and letting time pass me by. When night rolled around, I went to bed and let sleep wash over me, hoping that tomorrow would be better.
Get prepared. Be ready to get...
The morning announcement had barely faded when I heard the scream. What the? Takumi, you hear that just now? Yeah, I couldn't tell who it was, but I heard a scream.
Please tell me it's not another attack.
Has my body odor finally gotten too much for somebody?
None of us were the ones who screamed, right? Who's that leave? Who's not here?
Oh no, Tsubasa's not here. Just Hiroko and...
Somebody help, it's here! I saw it!
No, it's just you. Alright, everyone, false alarm.
Gaku again? I'm going back to bed. Hey, what's with that half-assed reaction? I need help, it's coming for me!
Oh, Tsubasa's here. Oh, thank God.
Feels like I don't even need to ask, but what's coming for you?
God damn it.
The ghost, of course! I was asleep just now, but then out of nowhere, someone grabbed my leg. It was a touch as cold as death, an unrelenting grip filled with hate. It's gotta be a ghost. The commander's curse is taking effect. Hiroko had the right idea. Even with Gaku screaming his head off, she never even left her room. Good work, everyone. Sorry I was so useless.
I'm gonna let this slide since it was after the morning announcement, but don't go pulling this shit after dark, okay?
How can you guys be so heartless? I was just attacked by a vengeful ghost.
Sure you are, buddy.
Yeah, I'm sure you've been through a tough time. Like I said, I'm going back to bed. If you disturb me again, there'll be consequences. Oh, that screaming must have taken it out of you. Would you like me to get you some breakfast? Come on, isn't anyone going to show me any real sympathy?
If I was a ghost, you're the last guy I'd want to haunt.
Takumi, you believe me, right? You believe in ghosts, right?
I don't think anyone's completely ruling them out at this point.
So why does no one believe me when I try to tell them about it? Well, say something! You gotta help me, man. The ghost's after me now. I could die. Just stand by me, okay? Whatever you do, don't leave me alone.
I guess I can do that.
Great, I knew you wouldn't let me down. Now we're gonna need protection. Help me find some salt.
Gaku stuck to me like glue for the rest of the day. Ugh, what a horrible fucking day. I had my doubts about his idea of protection, but I did my best to humor him.
Get ready. Prepare to be ready to give your life.
I barely had time to take note of the morning announcement when a different sound filled the air.
Intruder alert. Defense mode.
Yeah, they really should. It's an enemy attack. I better go to the war room. As usual, everyone was there waiting for me. How do you always get here so fast? I pushed aside those unimportant concerns and turned my attention to the battlefield. What's our status?
It's all small fry this time. A lot of them, but no sign of any commanders.
That makes sense. Last commander we beat was the 12th one. Veshness is the only one left now. She won't be coming this time, though. How can you know that?
Don't ask questions. I just do.
Whoa, okay. Sheesh, no need to blow your stack. Hiroko has memories from other timelines. That's how she knows whether or not Veshness will appear in this battle. I hope she's right. Anyway, we better get started. Is everyone ready? Then let's do this. Defensive battle, initiate. Man, I can't wait to go to a different path so we can see Kyoshika alive again. Like, I'm glad at least here we get to see Kurata, since we get to see too much of her last time.
Not like this.
I don't want to fight!
What's with these voices?
It's the curse! I told you guys there were evil spirits out to get us!
I guess we should have expected this.
It is kind of creepy, though.
Ignore them. We got invaders to kill.
Right, let's go.
I think we got them all.
The next wave is usually when the commander shows up.
If there's no commander, this should be easy. Keep going, everyone!
I don't want to fight. No!
consolation prize if a character like me has no right to brag, but that really wasn't too hard.
That's a hell of a way to describe yourself, Shama.
Not physically, but putting up with those weird voices the whole time was totally stressful.
Yeah, slowly we're getting there.
See? It's just one more way the curse is manifesting itself.
I hope so too. I don't want to see them die.
You really gotta let that go, man.
At the very least, Zentar's curse didn't do anything. We haven't lost anyone since then.
This battle left a bad taste in my mouth. Can we go back now?
Yeah, I'm going to take it easy in my room for a while.
Another battle was over. Like Tsubasa said, though, the eerie screams of our enemies had taken their toll on us. Even after we went back to the school, I could still feel them ringing in my ears. Hey, Hiroko, why do we have to go even farther away this time? You want to hear the rest of my story, don't you? You're going to tell me more today, then? Yes, be patient. We'll be there soon. You said you're going to show me some evidence. Is that why we're here? Hiroko nodded.
Oh?
Follow me. What is this place? And what's this machine? I call it the Parallel Leap Machine, or PLM for short. Parallel Leap? Don't ask me what that means or why it's here or who built it. I don't know any of that. All I know is the basics of what it does and how to operate it, and I only worked that out through trial and error. It seems to be a device that allows travel between parallel universes. Parallel universes? You mentioned something similar before. They're like other worlds, alternate futures created by differing actions.
Oh?
This allows us to travel between those worlds, to timelines where things played out differently. So it's like a time machine. No, not at all.
Oh?
It only moves you to another timeline, not to the past or the future. You just jump into another universe on the same day at the same time. When you said Kako wasn't dead but you took her out of the equation, you used this to send her to another universe, didn't you? Yes. If I'd let her remain here, she would have killed everyone. But I had no way to prove it, and explaining this to everyone would have been problematic. So I sent her away somewhere she couldn't hurt us.
Oh?
I won't make excuses, but it had to be done. I don't really know if being sent to another universe is a bad thing or not. This is just Hiroko's way of neutralizing a threat after all. Kako probably didn't like it, and Nima wouldn't have been too happy either, but I wasn't about to condemn her for it. Assuming all this is true, what kind of world did she end up in? I was in a hurry that day, so I just selected a timeline as far away from this one as possible. Here, let me check. Hiroko stepped up to the machine and started tinkering with the controls. Possibly. Well, this is unfortunate. The PLM is broken. We can't use it anymore. What? Somebody's interfered with the programming and wrecked it from the inside out. There's no way we can repair it like this. But who would do something like that? The machine logs its user sessions, but most of the details there have been erased too.
Oh?
It does tell us when it was used, though. We can make some deductions based on that. The last time the machine was used was on day 36. Day 36? That's the day Eito disappeared.
Oh?
I think he used the machine to escape to a parallel universe. He must have left some kind of delayed release virus in the system so we couldn't follow him. He went all the way to another world. But why would he want to do that? Is this the Eito that showed up in the Killing Game? We'll never know. We've got no way of asking him or figuring out where he went. It's best to just forget about it. The real problem is how he got out of the cage that day. He couldn't have escaped on his own, so someone from the team must have let him out. Takumi, I know you're going through a lot, and I'll admit that I'm responsible for a lot of it. But I need you to think about this calmly and clearly. You have to forget about ghosts and concentrate on the very real threats we're facing. He did, But it seemed like the sponsor was training him for a while. Although I could be wrong. Could have gone to another timeline too. You never know. Although, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's just what? Nothing. It's nothing. The ghostly woman has been watching us the whole time, but telling Hiroko wouldn't do me any good. Logically, I knew she was just a hallucination. But with her constantly hovering on the edge of my vision, it was easy to forget that sometimes.
Get ready. Prepare to spend another. Be ready to give your life.
I really don't think this is a good idea.
Hey!
Shut up, man. I'm going. Don't try to stop me. Huh? I heard voices raised outside and rushed out to see what was going on. What's happening? What's all this noise? Takumi. Oh, hey, Takumi. Why are you two fighting? I could hear you through the walls. Takemaru says he's going to go out searching the ruins on his own. What? Why would you want to do that? Ain't it obvious? All this stuff about curses and crap keeps coming back to the box of whatever it was. We keep going in circles because we still don't know what the deal is with that box. I'm gonna go find one so we can figure out what it is and how it works. Then we can finally put this whole thing to bed. But I'm going whether you like it or not. If you try and stop me, I won't go easy on you. Takumi, can't you do something? Okay, that's actually not a bad idea, Takemaru. But you shouldn't go out there on your own. I'll come with you. Whatever. Do what you want. Thank you, Takumi. Don't worry about it. Let the others know what we're doing, okay? Let's get going, Takemaru. Do you have an idea where we should start? Nah, I figure we'll go with our guts. Your instincts can lead you to stuff you wouldn't notice consciously sometimes. That's how this stuff works, right? Well, kind of. Let's just do our best out there. And so Takemaru and I spent the day outside the school grounds, scouring the ruins for another box. It would be interesting if that was it. If Evil Kako was the first sponsor. Huh. For the past few days, Takemaru and I have done little else but explore the ruins outside the school. We checked the inside of the one containing the doll thoroughly, but hadn't found anything out of the ordinary. So we decided to look for another one. We'd seen 2 so far, so it stood to reason there might be more out there. Well, it could have been multiple evil Kakos. Although I guess that doesn't really explain how they all shared senses like that. Or maybe not senses, but I don't know. I'm sure we'll figure something out about that. Probably. At least that's what we thought. But here we were at the end of day 71 with nothing to show for it. Even Takemaru knew when to admit defeat. Reluctantly, we both trudged back to the school.
Get ready, prepare, be ready to give your...
Most of the invader attacks happened first thing in the morning, and this one was no exception. Hot on the heels of the morning announcement, the alarm sounded.
Intruder alert. Defense.
I hurried over to the war room to get ready. Come on, man. Why you always gotta be the last one to show up?
You are rather slow.
Yeah, what are you, a turtle? More like a slug.
Uh,
It's really something to be even later than me.
Hey!
Do you guys have to destroy my self-esteem right before the battle? Takumi, we should get going. Right. Defensive battle initiate. Yeah. Well, I think that was just maybe one of the properties of the bees, that they were able to divide up the cryptoglobin since they had like that special like transportation storage in them. Like they could just immediately transport whatever they drained straight into the sponsor. So I'm assuming they were able to maybe like divide that between the bodies, possibly.
No! Not like this! No! I don't want to die!
Oh man, this is so easy! I don't even want to throw up like I usually do. Not even a little? I tried dry heaving, but I just coughed up an old scrap of food.
gross! Too much information.
You guys want to quit the chit-chat?
Yeah, it looks like the next wave of enemies are here.
Then we take them out too.
I don't
Wow,
want to
why was that
die.
one on the right so easy? It was just a bunch of Darumars.
Help me!
It's over? That was it? When things are this easy, it feels like the floor is gonna be pulled out from under us any minute.
Ugh, don't be such a paranoid little pessimist. We had an easy win. That's a good thing.
I guess so. Good work, everyone!
I kind of wish it was always this easy.
Let's just take some time to enjoy and appreciate this victory.
Yeah, you're right.
We won. And that's what's important.
Thanks, everyone. You did a great job today.
Despite the relaxed mood, my thoughts were still racing. Did these invaders feel hatred and resentment towards us for killing them? Could those feelings be strong enough to linger even after death? Would they come back as vengeful ghosts? Could they even possess one of us? It was early before the morning announcement. I was woken up by Gaku calling for me at the top of his voice. Takumi, come quick, it's an emergency! I had a very bad feeling about what that might mean. Gaku took me to the classroom on the first... Oh, Kurata's not here. Everyone else was there too, just outside the door. No, wait, we're missing someone. Don't tell me! With a lump in my throat, I charged forward into the classroom. And saw exactly what I'd been afraid of.
Kurata.
Holy shit.
When I came here this morning, I found her like this.
The mask that Kurata usually hid behind had been removed. Her face was deathly pale, and it was clear to everyone. She was gone. The blood on the floor is mostly dry, too, so we can't bring her back.
Kurata? Damn it! Talk to me!
Takemaru, don't. We're too late. She's dead. Poor Kurata. Why did this happen?
Another victim! The curse is back!
Wait. Something doesn't make sense to me.
What's that?
Hiroko beckoned us back out into the corridor.
Huh.
She was killed in this classroom, a place none of us use most of the time. Gaku, you said you were the one who found her. What were you doing here? And so early in the morning? You're not suspecting him, are you? I'd like him to explain his behavior at least. It's not normal to go around poking around in random rooms before the day is officially started. Whoa, 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 you can't pin this on me. I was called here by the ghost. Her ghost? I was asleep just like normal, and suddenly I started finding it hard to breathe. And the next thing I knew, I was here. It must have been Kurato's ghost guiding me here so she could punish me for letting this happen. Seriously, dude? You're still going on about that crap. You guys are just as bad as me. You're always shooting me down when I bring up ghosts, but you never come up with any other explanations. Huh. Maybe you got a point. This is too much. How long are you gonna keep denying it? We've been cursed by the box of Calamity, by Eva, by Kurara, and probably by a bunch of others too. Everything weird that's happened is their fault. We need to exorcise them or we're done for. I refuse to accept that way of thinking. I'm not asking you. Takumi, you believe me, right? The curse is gonna get us all if we don't do something. We need an exorcism. Don't be fooled, Takumi. There's a logical explanation for all of this. Holding silly rituals is only going to waste our time. I think... Alright, so, as much as I hate to do this, unfortunately one of the endings we require is going along with Gaku. So, unfortunately we're gonna have to take Gaku's side. I wouldn't put it past the travelers to do that. They know we all hate Gaku. They want him to spend as much time with us as possible. Maybe we really are cursed. No, we definitely are. There's too much that doesn't make sense otherwise. Right? I knew you'd come around, Takumi. Please tell me you're not serious. Of course I am. Everyone's been killed in such bizarre, malicious ways. It only makes sense that some kind of bizarre, malicious presence is behind it. You've really gone off the deep end, huh? Never thought you'd be the kind of guy to buy into all that BS. Do you guys have a better explanation for who the killer is, then? That's what we're trying to figure out. And how many people have died while we've been doing that? How many more of us could still die before we find an answer? We don't need to know why this is happening. We just have to find a way to stop it. If this really is a curse, there's gotta be a way to break it. You tell him, Takumi. We've been way too reactive this whole time. Finding the killer won't do us any good if we can't prevent the next murder. There's no getting through to them now. For once, I agree with you, Hiroko. Please, everyone, just calm down. That's right, Kurato's still hanging there. This is no time to be fighting among ourselves. Yeah, we should get her down at least. I can't stand the idea of leaving her like that. I guess you're right. She might come back and haunt us if we don't. Hold on a minute. This is a crime scene. We need to preserve it until we've had a chance to investigate it. No, we gotta treat her body with respect. Have some decency. That's your concern here? Must be so nice to have a head as empty as yours. You just don't understand people's feelings. Can't you see you're making this worse? I think we should leave things here for today. Enough has happened already. I don't want us to fight on top of that. Could you run that by me again? We think that all these murders have been because of a curse. So now we want to find a way to get rid of it. It's probably invader ghosts who are causing this curse, so we figured we need some kind of invader ritual to deal with them. Have you found anything in there about, like, exorcisms and stuff? Are you sure about this, Takumi? You really think it was a curse that killed the others? Even Shion's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I do. It's the only thing that makes sense to me. Alright. In that case, I'll make that my priority too. There are a few things I've already read that might help. They should be in this pile over here. For real? Awesome, I knew we could count on you. Come on, Takumi, it's research time. We got a curse to break. Anything that looks even a little bit doable, we do it. Nothing is off the table.
we try a whole bunch of rituals, one of them's bound to make these spirits move on to the great beyond.
Right. If we do that, the curse will be broken. We can take back control and stop having to worry about all this weird stuff. Gaku, the ghost boy, and I spent the whole day in the library looking through document after document. We uncovered several purification rituals used by past generations of invaders, and learned everything we could about them. This music.
It's an invader funeral song I recreated from the stuff in the library. Pretty sure I nailed it too. It's scary how talented I am sometimes.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing to put together a whole song in just one day.
Oh.
Well, I was wondering what all this racket was. I should have known you two would be responsible.
Laugh while you can, Hiroko, but this track's gonna save us all.
If that's what makes you feel better, then by all means do whatever you want. I'll even let this disturbance of the peace slide. I don't care anymore.
Hey!
She really hates our guts.
Forget her, man. She's the one who won't open her mind to the truth. Come on, we've got more composing and arranging to do.
Huh? Really?
This isn't the only song I found in those old documents. We gotta try all of them just in case the first one doesn't work. I'm also gonna put them all together into one big ultimate funeral dirge mega mix.
Sounds good. Let me know what I can do to help. Yeah.
What's that smell? It's like ditch water or a cesspool near the inside of my room. That's the smell of salvation. It's special ultra strength purifying incense. It's practically guaranteed to keep away evil spirits. I think it's going to keep me away too. You're not planning to burn that all over the school, are you?
Sorry, but we don't know where the spirits could be coming from. We've got to cover all our bases.
I'd really prefer it if you didn't. It's enough like my BO that I could probably get used to it, but I feel bad for everyone else. Show a little perspective, guys. This smell is going to prevent anyone else from dying. Perhaps, but don't worry, tomorrow's batch will be even more effective. Wait, you're going to keep burning it after this? Of course. You know what they say, Rome wasn't exercised in a day. Sorry, but I've never heard anyone say that.
Yeah, me neither.
Don't ruin this for me.
A higher order exorcism. Yes, you can think of it like a special ritual to get rid of wraiths. It takes 3 days in total, but all the sources say it's incredibly effective against any and all malicious presences.
It's really that powerful. This is it. This'll solve all our problems, baby.
Perhaps, but considering how strong it is, it needs a lot of preparation. You need holy water drawn from a particular spring and coals for the sacred fire. And also a medicinal herb that only grows in the highest mountains in this region. Unless you can get those things, we can't even start the ritual, let alone see it through to the end. Does sound like that'll be hard to get our hands on. But if it can really break this curse, it'll be worth the trouble.
Yeah, that's the spirit. We'll psych ourselves up today and start looking for the stuff tomorrow. Project Exercise the Wraith and Save the Day is on.
Hey Gaku, you ready to go?
Are you ready? This is gonna be a pretty intensive journey.
I know. Come on, let's get going. And so Gaku and I left the school and went off on our search. Our objective was to find the 3 items necessary to perform the Wraith exorcism. Those items were holy water, coals from a sacred fire, and the special medicinal herbs. We wandered far outside the wall of fire in search of them, but we didn't find anything of the sort. The sun descended as we searched, and soon night fell. We gave up the search for the day and trudged back to the school. Guess you guys are still around, huh? Do you even care about how potentially screwed we all are right now? Takemaru.
Of course we do. Everything we've been doing is to get us unscrewed, you know.
Yeah? You seriously think playing that messed up music and burning that weird smelling crap and just wandering around outside is gonna do us any good? If you really want to help, then take a shift, keep and watch or something.
We tried that and it didn't work. The murders just kept on coming. Now we're attacking the root of the problem.
This is giving me a headache. Fine, whatever. Do what you want. Not like you'd be any help anyway. Sorry, Takemaru, but I've made my choice. This is how I'm going to fix things. Let's go, Gaku. We need to get the stuff for the ritual. With that, Gaku and I went searching once more. But the outside world was vast. Finding the 3 items we sought wouldn't be a simple matter. Our attempts were as fruitless as the day before, and it soon grew dark. Yeah, and so that day's search came to the same unfortunate ending. Come to think of it, I haven't seen that ghost woman in a while. Maybe all these countermeasures are starting to take effect. I like to think they are, but I can't let my guard down. For all I know, she could be waiting to strike when I least expect it. For now, I have to concentrate on getting everything we need for the ritual. It was the 3rd day of our search. We walked around until our legs grew stiff. Yes, it's like as soon as you mentioned it. But of course, we still couldn't find a single one of the 3 items we needed. As the darkness of night set in, Gaku and I dejectedly returned to the school. We were met with good luck that day. We were halfway up the mountainside shrouded in greenery. There we found a pure spring flowing with pristine water. After all of our long searching, we'd finally arrived at the right place. So this is the spring of purity we've been looking for.
Woohoo! I knew we could find it.
So clean and sparkly. It almost feels sacred in a way. Guess it would need to be for a ritual like... Quit being so uptight. Springs like this don't come along every day. Might as well have some fun with it. Take this. Oh, now you've done it. Think the sacred water's here for you to play around in?
You're doing the same, aren't you?
Fucking idiots. You started it.
I wish we had some girls here. Let's just get the water and get going.
Right, better take enough so we won't have to come back later. It was Gaku who first suggested that the other 2 items could also be in the mountains. Trusting that idea, I followed him to the same mountain we made our way through the day before. We went past the spring we'd found, and after a few hours, Gaku's guess turned out to be right. We found the second item in a slight clearing in the deep thicket. These must be the coals we need for the ritual.
What are hot coals doing inside a mountain anyway?
Maybe it got struck by lightning, and these embers are what's left of the fires that it caused. You can see how people would consider a strange phenomenon like that to be sacred.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. By the way, I've got bad news.
What is it?
You know how I brought along a bunch of torches so we could keep the flame going? Well, this place is a lot further away than I thought. Might not have enough.
It'll all be for nothing if it goes out before we get back.
That just means we gotta run. It's a full-on sprint all the way to the school.
A sprint, huh? It was our 6th day of searching, and we spent it climbing that same mountain as if something was guiding us. We'd been blessed with good fortune day after day, and as we neared the summit, our luck held steady as we successfully found the last item. This is the herb we need, right?
Must be. Let's pick as much as we can find and head back.
Wait, if we do that, this plant could go extinct. I'm all for taking some extra, but taking all of it's going to be overboard.
It's a little late for that, don't you think? Once we get to day 100, it's gonna get torched along with everything else anyway. What's the difference if it dies out a couple of weeks earlier?
I get your point, but... Come on, can't we just leave a little of it behind?
Seriously? Why?
I just think this ritual should be, you know, reverent, respectful. Taking all these sacred herbs feels like something that could call down divine punishment on us.
Maybe there's something in that.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll leave a couple of sprigs as they are. Do your best to live while you can. While you still can, little guys. Alright, we got everything we need. Are you ready? We just have to chant these sacred verses, right? That sounds easy enough.
Keeping it going for 3 whole days might be a strain, but it's not so bad compared to what we've been through already.
Huh?
We better get started. You never know when the curse might strike next.
Yeah!
Let's do this.
Isapsit ivel, stirrips live. Isapsit ivel, stirrips live.
Isapsit ivel, stirrips live. Isapsit ivel, stirrips live.
Disturbing the peace again, you two.
What are they doing?
Beats me. Just ignore them.
Isapsit ivel, stirrips live. Isapsit ivel, stirrips live.
Isapsit ivel, stirrips live. Isapsit ivel, stirrips live.
Isapsit ivel, Isapsit ivel.
Isapsit.
Kako and I continued chanting all the rest of the day, again. The sun set and rose again and set again. Oh, I should just leave this place, but backwards. We didn't stop. We couldn't let anything interrupt the ritual. We kept it going for 3 days and 3 nights, and then... It's morning. The ritual's finally over. Now we don't have to worry about the Wraith anymore, right? Here's hoping. We should probably...
Intruder alert. Defense mode initiated.
Enemy attack. Come on, Gaku. Right. Now the curse is gone. Now that the curse is gone, I'm not gonna lose to some regular old living invaders. You chumps actually decided to show, huh? I thought you'd be too busy chanting your magic words. It would be so much easier if that worked to get rid of the invaders, too. Come on, Hiroko, don't be too hard on them. I can't help it. I'm so tired of all that ridiculous hocus-pocus they've been doing. Say what you want. We did what needed to be done. Anyway, the invaders are almost here. Right, let's focus on the battle for now. Oh, hey, Dalsha.
God of the planet, hear my plea.
Figured it was about time for him to show up.
Blood of my bond release! First, I want you to show me your strength.
Keep up the good work, everyone.
That's all. What a disappointment. I expected more.
Ugh! He's so strong!
What do we do? It's all right. Leave it to me. I'll do something about him with my ability.
We're definitely at a disadvantage. Takumi, let's use his power.
Right, since we don't have the poison,
It's all on you.
we have to use Shion's power.
Got it.
Actually, no, did that not work at Dulce with the secret weapon? So I've been wondering, did we really get rid of the Wraith in the end? Don't tell me you're having second thoughts. Holding all these rituals and stuff was your idea. Yeah, it doesn't. No, don't get me wrong. I haven't changed my mind about the curse being to blame for all this. But like, we only did what we could figure out, from those old documents, you know? What if there's some kind of detail or nuance we missed? How can we tell if we actually did the whole thing right? I got to thinking that last night, and now I can't get it out of my head. Maybe you're right. There's only so much we know about the invader language and culture. Even so, there's not really anything we can do about it. Of course there is. It's easy. We just have to carry out the ritual again. Except we'll do it a little different to account for anything we missed or got wrong the first time. We still have some of the materials left over, so we should be good to go. Keep doing it over and over, it's bound to take effect eventually. Don't you think? Hey, you're right. A situation like this, we can't be too careful. Then it's on. Fucking idiots. We'll rest up tomorrow, make a fresh start the day after. Sounds good. This is what it takes to keep everyone safe. You can count me in. Morning, huh? I need to use today to prepare my body for tomorrow. I could just spend it like normal and spend some time with someone, but somehow I feel like the others won't want to hang out with me right now. Last thing I want is to make things even more awkward. In that case, maybe I'll put together some more incense and purifying salt and stuff instead. More than anything, I just need to take it easy. That's the best thing I can do today. Okay, time to get the ritual started. This version's gonna be more severe than the last one. Hope you're ready. Who do you think you're talking to? I was born ready. That's the spirit. Let's do this.
They're at it again. They're really into it, too.
I wish they'd at least keep it down at night. Nozomi, are you okay? You're looking kind of sickly.
That incense they've been burning doesn't really agree with me.
Really? It's that bad? Should we talk to them and get them to stop?
No, the way they are now, I don't think they'd listen. Just let them get all this out of their system. I'll try to bear with the smell until then.
You're too nice for your own good, Nozomi.
Gaku and I continued chanting all the rest of the day. Again. The sun set and rose again and set again. We kept it up for 3 days and 3 nights. And then... We're finally done. Yeah, what is it today, day 93? What do you want to do now, Takumi? I know what Gaku really meant by that question. Even taking any future battles into account, we should have enough time for one more attempt. I say we do it. Can't risk letting this Wraith survive. Nice. I had a feeling you'd say.
Intruder alert. Defense mode in
It's Dulce. He's back. Now, I'll teach you to mess up other people's schedules. No transformation sequence for him, huh?
You're finally here. I was tired of waiting.
You brought friends with you this time.
I wanted to come alone, but that woman went and sent them with me.
That woman? Do you mean Vashtas?
Well, that hardly matters. More importantly, let us begin.
Okay, here goes.
There. That's all of the cannon fodder dealt with.
Now, just the old man.
Then let's finish this.
How trifling and lukewarm. Is that all you've got? Hesitation, fear, sadness. They show in your every move.
We're doing everything we can. You can't just insult us.
How regretful that I was dragged into such a trifling battle. Just what is the value of a battle that ends without seeing the entirety of the opponent's might? Enough. I'll dispatch all of... So, it's you.
Huh? He stopped moving?
Isn't this our chance?
It's like someone is standing in front of him.
That's...
But, say what you will, I have my own goal. You have a point. You indeed have a point. I will leave.
What?
I said I will leave. Whether I kill you or you kill me, it seems the death I seek is not here. I have lost interest. This will do. I shall leave.
The invaders can very clearly see her, because, I mean, even way back when we've seen Vashnas see it too.
You're abandoning the battle?
This should be preferable for you. And it doesn't change the outcome. That you cannot beat her. At this rate, you will be killed. Farewell.
Huh?
With that, Dalsha the commander calmly took his leave. He didn't mention anything about coming back, so it was likely the last time we'd ever see him.
Huh?
Everything's back in its proper place now. I thought putting this stuff away would be easy, but I guess I underestimated how messy it all was. Sorry to make you help me with this. The final attack is coming soon, so I have to stay put and save my strength. It's fine. I'm glad to help after all the research and translation you did for us. Gaku's still finding new ways to set up cleansing charms all around the school. I see. I don't know whether that will help, but you seem happier at least. And if you're happy, I'm happy. We're planning to try that 3-day ritual one more time, so this will be my last chance to clean everything up.
Huh?
There's no telling what will happen when the final attack begins, so it's all just a matter of settling our nerves now. I spent most of the day cleaning up the library and chatting with the ghost boy. Just a nice quiet day. Yeah, no idea. It's very interesting. We'll hold the ritual tomorrow, so we'll take it easy today.
Huh?
I'll just prepare myself mentally and... Wonder who that is. Come in.
Hey, Takumi, you got a minute?
Tsubasa? Sure, what's wrong?
Well, it's getting near the end, you know? We're thinking of getting everyone together to make sure there's no more murders. We figure if we stick together and keep watching shifts, no one else will get attacked. It'll work better the more people we have, so I was hoping you and Gaku would join us.
Sorry, but I'll pass. We're going to be busy with the ritual.
Don't you think it's time you gave all this ritual stuff a rest? We're getting really worried about you. And it's better for everyone if we act like a real team for whatever the final battle brings, right? It would mean a lot to me if you could join us.
Right, but the ritual takes 3 days, so we wouldn't be able to break off and take our shifts.
What, so your weird ceremony's more important than the rest of us getting out of this alive?
Of course not. We're doing this because we want everyone to survive.
Alright, forget it then. See you around, Takumi. Good luck with your ritual.
Tsubasa turned her back on me and walked out the door. I watched her go in silence, then lay down on my bed. We'd hold the ritual again tomorrow. I had to take it easy today.
Huh?
This is it. One way or another, this is our last chance. Let's exercise this wraith once and for all.
Yeah, we have to protect our friends.
Aesop, see it.
Man, what a racket.
At least we'll know right away if anything happens to one of them. You know, because the noise will stop.
Forget them. Those of us who are still sane have to stick together and keep watch.
Right. Let's all do our best for these last few days.
Aesop, see it, Iver.
Aesop, see it. Iver. Stick.
Aesop, see it. Aesop, see it.
Aesop.
Gaku and I chanted harder and more passionately than we ever had before. Eventually, we reached a state of hyper-focus where we weren't even aware of the passage of time anymore. The next 3 days went by in a flash.
Yes, we did it.
Yeah, but we can't relax just yet.
Huh? Why not?
All these rituals should have dealt with a wraith. That danger is past us now. But there's someone else we still need to deal with. She's going to attack us one last time. She'll do it today.
Intruder alert. Defense mode.
See, it's Veshness. She's here. Sam, I'm kind of worried. Since I didn't get to skip the one on the, killing game route, am I going to be able to skip this one here? Or is the Veshness battle the only battle that's not skippable? I gotta do this with only 7 people. I mean, I did it last time with only 7 people, I guess, but still. It's a very different layout of people. I mean, at least I still have Nozomi, if it comes to that. Are we all just in front of the school? Oh, thank God. I guess that makes it easier. If I'm not able to skip.
Let's get this started.
Oh, it can. Alright, good. I didn't feel like doing. I mean, it probably would have been doable anyway, but if I get to skip it, all the more reason I have to. Just as Hiroko said, Veshness had arrived, calmly approaching from the distance. I could hear everyone's breath hitch. Tension filled the air. At last, Veshness stood in place. She looked us up and down before she spoke.
Your power and the power of the Second Coming are mine. I shall devour all. Wicked invaders! Repent your evil ways before your new god! Bow down!
It can't be.
I believe you'd call it an undying flame attack. Now, put yourselves back together and come at me again.
Even if we keep fighting like this, I can't see us winning against Veshnes. If only we could create some kind of opening.
Use my power.
That's right.
She's using an undying flame attack, so we should fight fire with fire.
Okay, everyone, here we go.
Oh, so I guess we were able to beat her then. Ooh.
Now that you've won, there is only despair in this planet's future.
That's true too, because Dalsha did kind of just walk away.
Truly, the worst of all bad endings!
An omnidirectional attack. Special Defense Unit members.
Final announcement played just like it had last time. I scrambled to my feet and ran out the door. Oh man, if I don't make it in time, it'll all be for nothing. The pod was waiting for us in the schoolyard when I arrived. The others were there too, all except Gaku. Now that it's finally over, it feels like a little anticlimactic. Think so? Damn, girl, you really are a badass. Yeah, I had a hell of a time just dragging myself out of bed this morning. Don't worry, Takemaru. We all know how hard you fought yesterday. It's obvious you're still tired from that. Are you feeling alright, Nozomi? You're looking even more pale than before. I'm just a little nervous about the idea of flying in this thing. But I'm sure I'll be alright. The war is finally over, so everything will work out fine. I certainly hope so. Even if the fighting is over now, I wouldn't want you collapsing or getting sick. None of them even looked at me as they stepped into the pod. And honestly, I didn't blame them. I turned them down when they asked for my help and prioritized the cleansing ritual instead. They wouldn't stop me from getting in the pod with them or anything, but we were clearly no longer friends. I'd irrevocably tarnished my relationship with these four. Yo, Takumi, what's with that sour look on your face? Now that we've reached the end, I can't help wondering, did I make the right choice? Was there a better way to resolve all this? You just love beating yourself up about stuff, don't you? Think about it, ever since we started performing those rituals, killing stopped. There hasn't been a single new victim. Our plan worked. Our hard work paid off. What's so wrong about that? Besides, our fight's not over yet. We killed Veshnes, and now we're about to wipe out all the invaders left on the planet. Just think of all the curses and vengeful spirits something like that is going to create. Our fight against those malicious forces isn't over. It's only just beginning. So I went to the library and grabbed all the books and old documents I could carry. I was wondering what took you so long to get here. Guess that explains it. Come on, let's get in the pod. Don't want to get left behind. Once we get to the artificial satellite, we'll have to get started on a whole new set of rituals.
I can count on you, right, Takumi?
Gaku thrust his fist out toward me. I smiled and bumped my own fist against it.
Absolutely. I'm with you all the way, Gaku.
Ew, we got a Gaku ending. This was required. Why of all things was this a required ending? Okay, that's 36. So we can cross that one off the list. Yeah, the worst possible ending. Ew. Okay. Now that that's over, I never have to do that again. Yeah, now we get to side with Hiriko and throw Gaku into despair. Thank God. Again with the freezing? Oh, don't fucking tell me it's gonna crash. Why is it doing this today? Oh, come on, not when it's auto-saving, man. Ugh. I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. Oh, there it is, thank fucking God. What the fuck is going on with this thing? Oh, I think it might be my... What the fuck? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to... I'm gonna have to, reset the game and see what happens there. I have no idea what the fuck is going on. Okay, I think my whole computer is freezing, actually. What the fuck is going on with this shit today, man? Holy shit, why is my computer so fucking hot? That's not good. I might have to. Son of a bitch. Oh, hold on. Wait, hold on. I think things are working again. Okay, it's still very laggy. So I don't know what the fuck's going on with this shit. I can't even click on anything now. God damn it. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to reset my PC real quickly. Because this is very bad. What the fuck is that? I didn't even do... What the fuck is going on with this thing? Why did it just make a text layer? Like, I didn't do that. Okay, I'm gonna reset my computer real quick. I will be back. Just keep an eye on the stream.